more obese people in wheelchairs than handicapped people. Every year in this country, there are more lives claimed from suicides than homicides. We, as we sink further into obesity, spend more money on food than we do on movies, books, CDs, DVDs, parking, and cable combined. A person is more likely to look to a horoscope for advice than a caring friend. We are spending more of our time reading celebrity gossip than we are reading books. There are more flowers every year purchased for those that are deceased than those that are still breathing to enjoy the beautiful scent. There are more homicides committed upon blacks, by blacks, than all other nationalities combined. Makes you wonder if, in fact, Malcolm X and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. did die in vain. There are more engagement rings in stores than the number of marriages that survive more than 2 years. 1/3 of the women in this country carry purses that are worth more than all the contents inside. A single man in his mid-30s is more likely to flirt with a woman that lives 300 miles from him through popular dating sites than speaking to the woman that's standing 3 feet from him. We spend more of our government funding on prisons than we do on all high schools combined. The average parent every week spends more time looking for a closer parking space than they do with their own children. In the average school year, a teenage kid between the ages of 14 and 17 will text message more words on their cell phone while in school than the amount of words that they will write on schoolwork and homework assignments combined. The US consumes more than the entire area of Asia. We represent 1/3 of the overall consumption in this entire planet, and we represent less than 5% of its population. There's more money spent every weekend on alcohol and cigarettes than all forms of constructive, healthy, recreational activities. Pfizer Pharmaceuticals is responsible for more fatalities, more deaths, more hospital visits, more emergency room visits than the people who sell cocaine, heroin, and all other forms of illegal recreational drugs. Think about that. Pills given to people supposedly to help them live are causing their very death. There's more money spent on tanning salons than the amount of money people spend on beach parking and recreational parks. Apparently you can even charge for the sun, you can charge for water already. Every year, 1.7 more million people come into this world than leave it. The gambling industry makes more every year than concert venues, sport venues, movie theaters, and amusement parks combined. There are more children in this country in orphanages than the entire population of Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County. That population combined represents 5.7. There are currently 6.3 million children in orphanages. As a society, it seems that we are more likely to put our faith in technology to get through our day than in God. You see, what I'm saying is difficult to hear. But the sad thing is it's not difficult to believe. It's not difficult to believe some of these things that go against any sense of common sense and logic, because it's just a society that we embrace. It's just how it is today. We want more. We expect more. We demand more. More cable channels that we can sift through and complain that nothing we see is entertaining. More iPhone apps, so we have more of a means to literally kill time while time continues to kill us. More hard drive space, so we can store pictures we didn't even take and songs we don't even bother to listen to. We want more minutes for our cell phone plan, so we can continue to have conversations that consist of, yeah, I ordered a cheeseburger and I told him no pickles, but the girl just put pickles. So next time I'm just going to say, just get it to be plain, and I'll take the pickles out. $140 a month that we spend to engage in conversations like that. We want more features on our computer, more programs, even though most of us only use our computer to surf the net. People buy $1,400 laptops with over 62 programs already installed, and all they need is Internet Explorer. We buy TVs with picture-in-picture and high-quality sound. It doesn't seem like the colors can be beautiful enough to entertain us with crappy programming. We want more food for our dollar as we continue to sink further and further into obesity. We want more miles per gallon in our vehicles so we can continue to drive to places we're more than able to reach on foot. We want more support from our family and our friends as we continue to live a life that is so far from our capabilities and their expectations as someone who cares for us. We want more money from our job. We want more hours in our day, and we want more free time. But if we got it, we would just have more of this. There would just be more of this. More impracticality, more waste. More children that are born not as a union of love, but simply as a consequence of sex. More distortion in a world that seems to become more and more complicated. More testing of our body's durability as we continue to drink ourselves into near oblivion, smoke until our lungs are at capacity, and then expect our body and our car, regardless of how well we take care of them, to work very well every morning. There'd be more money given to the liars and deceivers that have made a living off making us believe that we are broken enough to need not one pill, not even 2, 3, 4. These are not vitamins we are talking about, people. These are things that completely mess with every chemical in your system. And as we look at some of these atrocities, not committed from foreign lands or from strangers, but from ourselves, to ourselves, we find depression continues to rise because people become more disillusioned by all of it. So therefore we have more reasons for people to be killing themselves. I have happy speeches. I have funny ones, I promise. But there are just some things that you can't say in such a way that someone can smile. Because these are lies that we are telling to ourselves in hopes of one day believing them to be the truth. The facts that we have to keep straight through our daily lives because none of them are, in fact, facts. See, my hope is to bring some of these to your attention. Maybe it doesn't pertain to you, it pertains to someone else. But just to create that sense of accountability, rather than just talking about a general group. My hope, by bringing this to your attention, is that it leaves such a rotten taste in your mouth that you don't even see fit to nourish yourself in any way with it. That we would have so much of what's real. We would have so much of what's good. That there wouldn't be anything left in our own capacity for any of this filth. You see, we ask more of anything, of our car, of our TV, of our spouses, of our employers, of our paycheck. We ask more of everything. But from us, from our time, what do we ask of ourselves? Ask for nothing, but be everything. Thank you.